What is up, YouTubers, cyclists, friends, and haters? It's your boy Dave, the one and only Bicycle Ninja. And I'm back here with another interesting bicycle video. I'm here in Hater Town, right in the middle, surrounded by haters at all times, haters and blockers. And if you're a cyclist, you know what I'm talking about. It's all those non-two-wheel mofos, all those 4, 6, 8-wheel mofos that try to kill us day to day. Those are our haters. Anyways, moving on. Today's video is not so much for the haters, but the cycling enthusiasts such as myself. I've always been a bit of a cyclist, but I didn't really get into the mechanic and the enthusiast side until recently. I reinvented my passion for cycling with this bike. The infamous red 1989 Giant Iguana. One of the most rare and epic bikes of all time. Without this bike and a few other epic bikes, mountain biking and cycling as we know it today wouldn't even exist. But I might have a line on a new road bike, a really light one, feather light. He's like, how light do you want your road bike, Dave? And I said, I want it so light that when I get off of it, it floats away. And he's like, I got you. You need a gravity. So I'm about to get a gravity. But in the meantime, I got this bad boy. Okay? So today's Mondays. If you've been following along, you know I don't like Mondays very much, as most people do not. Today was a fairly terrible Monday. I got up early and worked my butt off. Went for a ride on the new blue Diamondback this morning, and then worked hard doing like landscaping for like 4 hours, and that was awful. And then for some reason I got a hair at my butt, and I decided to do today something I had planned on doing for a long time, and that's going into the broken bike bin and just repairing all the bikes, and just basically going through my entire cycling team top to bottom, and cleaning and lubing and tuning and dialing in each and every bike I have on my team, which at this point in time is 5. So let me introduce you to the team, okay? Hi, I'm Dave. I don't like to show my face because I'm not that pretty. I have dark hair and green eyes, and I am the writer, CEO, president of this team. Here's the captain in general of my cycling team and the number 1 bike. This is the 1989 red Giant Iguana, as I mentioned. Very special bike. Very special bike. I'm not riding her ATM because I'm waiting for a shorter stem. My buddy at the bike kitchen gave me way too long of a stem, and it's hurting my back. So I've been down with back problems. So this is the red Giant. You guys have seen it before. Legendary bike. Next up, we have the new legend on blue team, my brand new factory Diamondback Edgewood with the City Technique Zoom suspension. The bike, the first factory bike I built with my bare hands and paid with my own money. So this baby is all mine, and she's gorgeous, and I've been riding the heck out of her. I discovered that the red Giant is a touch faster and lighter and more maneuverable, but this one is a ton more comfortable. I mean, it is like the Cadillac of bicycles. It is so smooth. You know, like potholes and curbs and crap like that don't even affect these shocks here. And in the rear, it's got suspension on the seat post, so it's like the smoothest ride ever. But you pay for it because it's heavy. It weighs a ton, but yes, it rides smooth. That one's feather light, and it's a little rough on the undercarriage and the back, but that one's super fast. So that's the number 1 bike. This is the number 2 runner. Okay, these are my 2 runners that I've been working on. You should be familiar with those. So anyways, I went through and I've been telling the bikes in the repair shop, don't worry, I'm going to get you guys fixed up this summer, and yada, yada, yada. Well, today I got a wild hair at my butt. It was a gorgeous day. I don't like Mondays, but I finished my work early than expected, and I didn't have anything to do really, and I was bored. And I just got a wild hair. I got in all the parts I needed. I got new chain lube. I got a new foot pump, and I got the new tools I needed and stuff to just put all the pieces together today. And I just said screw it. Sometimes in life you just got to say screw it, and you got to go for it. And that's what I did today. And I went for it. And the first bike I repaired today was my mother's bike. It is a beach cruiser. Yes, I went through, meticulously cleaned, lubed, maintained, repaired, and replaced every single little thing on it. And then I fit it to my mom's little troll-like body, so she should be able to hop right on it and ride no problem. I also promised her free bike lessons, because she doesn't know how to mount and unmount a bicycle. And it takes time, I get it. I'm not judging nobody, I'm here to help, okay? So there's my mom's awesome beach cruiser, okay? It is an Electra Hawaii. Electra Hawaii. And she's a beaut. I rode her before a bunch of times back in the day, and she rides real good. She rides real good. She's got 26 times 2.15 tires, so big, huge, spongy tires. And as you can tell, it's obviously a girl's bike, but I ride the heck out of it. I'm not ashamed to ride girl's bike. I'm very comfortable with my sexuality. I am asexual. I don't have sex with anyone ever. Moving on. So it's a very beautiful electric pearl Hawaiian style beach cruiser. It's a 3-speed Shimano with coaster brakes. And I know my mom's been wanting to get back on it, but she didn't know how to fix it. I do. So I fixed her all up, lubed up the chain, and got her all cleaned and dialed, and I think she's ready to go. So I did light testing on all the bikes today, and they're all ready to go as far as I can tell. I'll do heavier testing again tomorrow, if I have time. Now, moving on. Next bike I fixed up today. Bring! My new BMX bike. It's a Kent Thruster with mag wheels. Super heavy. Super duper heavy. It's got a free brake cable system, and it was my nephew's bike, and he was abusing it, so I took it from him. He left it out in the sun, and it got all rusted and jacked up. He never spent any time of it. My nephews just don't have any respect for anything, especially their stuff. They just abuse everything they have, and it's a shame. So, I have a soft place in my heart for abused bicycles, so I rescued this one. I just took it. And I needed a BMX bike in my life, and I was like, perfect. Heavy, nothing fancy, it'll fit me. I was like, it's abused, let's go. So nothing special, just a really cool little BMX bike with free cables and pegs front and back. Yeah, this one took actually a lot of work. I was unable to save the front cable just because I don't understand the free cable system that much, and the back brakes is fine. Some BMX bikes don't even need brakes at all, so I just got a back brake, and that's fine. I raised up the seat to fit me, and of course every nut and bolt on the bike was loose, so I just went through and tightened everything. And on all these bikes, they either have slime tubes or actual slime fluid in them. I make sure that I run slime tubes or slime in my tires at all time to prevent flats, because they are annoying. So that is my cool little BMX bike. I'm going to be riding that around this summer. And also, last but not least, the originator of this channel, the bike that I rode for at least 15 years, the family truckster, old reliable, old Blackie, the root beer brown original Huffy giant touring bike. There she is, back in business, folks. Old Blackie, better than ever. Check it out. Look at this bike right here. Look at this bike. What did I do to her? Let's see. First thing, I did, or one of the first things I did, is I put Red Giant's old 1.95s on there because they got a little bit of life left with slime tubes. Okay. Um, the dichotomy of this bike, every bike in this fleet has its own function, obviously, in the team. They each have their own role in the team. Okay, obviously, no two are alike or have any role. That's my number one speeder bike. That's my light duty tank and daily, and that's gonna be my mom's bike. And then this is just my cruise around BMX bike, and this one is gonna be my occasional super heavy duty hauler. This thing can handle a lot of weight, especially with these tires and the slime tubes that it has on it. I'll be able to put a ridiculous amount of weight on it. I'll also be able to easily attach some type of carriage, which I'm working on behind it. And dude, old Blackie, back, better than ever. What did I do to her? Okay, I put the tires on there in the slime. I went through and calibrated front brake, and I got half a rear brake. It's the best I could do because I'm terrible at cabling. I got half a rear brake and a full front brake. That's more than I ever had. I also slammed the stem on her, of course, because I like my stems more or less slammed for maximum control. Aerodynamics. I leveled off her seat and adjusted her to fit my body, and I also put the seat in the right position, so I fitted myself to the bike. I went through and cleaned and lubed everything. All of these bikes have been lubed with this new chain wax I got. It's really high-tech stuff. It's like $10 an ounce. It took every last bit of it to lube all these chains, but all these chains are lubed. And so they're all pretty much ready to go. And see, I have half a rear brake. Here's the half that's floating. The other half, I don't know if you could see it move, but it actually works, kind of. So I adjusted the fender. I went through and tightened everything. Make sure everything was snug. You don't want to over tighten anything on your bike, guys. An old mechanic told me, just make sure everything's snug. Well, I like to go snug and a little bit extra. A snug and a snooch. That's what I do. Everything on my bike, snug and a snooch. So go to snug and then a little snooch extra. And that's where I like every nut and bolt on my bike, because I like my bikes really tight and I don't like any surprises. So I'm just tickled pink that I did what I said I was going to do a long time ago, and I went through and got the entire fleet running again, and I'm just super stoked. I'm going to be riding them all. I'm also going to be getting a new onboard camera. I got a new sponsor that's going to be sponsoring me with some cool camera equipment. So keep an eye out for better riding videos and all kinds of cool stuff happening for the Bicycle Ninja and this amazing fleet of legendary bicycles. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless. Peace. Sorry, guys, I almost forgot the sixth man on the team. The black and white XL Diamondback, which is currently for sale because simply the frame is way too big for me. I like a 17 to 19 inch frame, and this is like a 23 or 24 inch frame. It hurts my knees. It's a sensational bike. I totally love it. You guys have seen it before, but I love this bike so much that I decided to buy an Edgewood my size. So this is an older Diamondback Edgewood. I'm sure you guys seen the videos about this. The thing it needs is obviously a saddle and just some 700C tubes, and that's it. That's all she needs. She also needs a chain lube. Darn it, I forgot to put chain lube on her. So she just needs chain lube, a little bit of maintenance. I didn't really go through on her too much. I just cleaned her up and put her back in here. But yeah, this is where the backup bikes chill. So anyways, yeah, that's the original Diamondback Edgewood. I forgot to mention the sixth man of the crew. Thanks for our sixth lady in the crew. Thanks for watching. God bless.